What's up, everybody? How's it going? Today is the spring update. Normally I like to do these on the actual first day of so-and-so, like first day of spring, first day of fall, etc. But I don't know why I didn't do it. It just slipped my mind. There's been a lot going on, actually. Yesterday I had my surgeries, plural. I had 2 hernias fixed at once. Yeah, it went well. They of course, sent me home the same day. It's just I have issues with anesthesia coming out of it and staying awake. Very hard time staying up when they were trying to basically get me going and get me home. I think I was at the hospital for like almost 8 hours. I got there around 8:30. I didn't get home till around like 4:30, give or take. And then I just went straight to bed. I haven't even taken any of the prescribed pain meds that they give you for that. Not that I'm like resisting or fighting it. I'm not trying to be like, oh, man up and do it. I generally don't need to take it right now. The doctor put in some type of anesthetic around the surgery stuff to where it should last up to 3 or 4 days. I'm assuming then I'll probably have to take the extreme meds, but right now I'm just taking the over-the-counter crap and some medical gummies that I have. So far so good. I'm playing guitar. I thought I wouldn't do that for a few more days. I'm not like pressing against the stomach. That's where the incisions were. So I'm just kind of resting it slightly out, or I'm just kind of pushing it out a little bit like this. A lot of downtime right now. 2 weeks off work, 6 weeks from the gym. I can go to the gym, but it's just going to be for cardio. Maybe lightweight stuff. Like they don't want me lifting anything above 10 to 12 pounds. And it's funny, you don't really notice that you don't really notice your abs until you feel them, if that makes any sense. Like when I go to sneeze or cough after a surgery, it's like, oh, that hurts. I know they say laughter is the best medicine. I tried watching some Smosh trying to laugh yesterday, and it hurt. It hurt to laugh. So I don't want to say you take your abs for granted, but you don't really know how much you really use them until you can't really use them. So when I'm back to the gym, I think I really got to rethink of what I'm going to do workout-wise. I can still do all the lifting and all that stuff like I did when I was in my 20s and 30s, but I really think I need to focus on more ab work. Not that my abs are weak, that's why the hernia happened, but I think I just have to have a dedicated day just for that, and then hit them in between days, just like maybe some plank here and some crunches there, but then on ab day do everything. So definitely going to do that for sure. So that's for health wise. However, my spleen is enlarged, but my blood cell count for white blood are normal, but so whatever blood comes out of the spleen or whatever it does, it's high and low at the same time. So sorry for that. I have to get an ultrasound for that. So but my doctors aren't freaking out. They're not saying I'm dying here because my other blood cells are normal. So we'll see. It could have just been my body has been under a lot of stress lately. Having 2 hernias has not been pleasant. And in fact, the one hernia that got repaired was an old one. I don't think it ever got fixed back in 2013. I think it did, but it didn't because the guy didn't use mesh. There's mesh in me now, but the first time it was fixed, he didn't use any. So nothing was really supporting anything. Nothing was really helping anything. So there's a good chance I re-ruptured it back then and then re-ruptured it again 2 days after Christmas. That's when initially this started to go downhill. And then I think when they were looking for that particular hernia, they found the other one in my abdomen. Lord knows when that happened. So yeah, I'm glad I'm fixed up, but stuff is still not in the right places. If you have inguinal hernias, you know, if you know, you know. But I'm just hoping when everything calms down and everything stops swelling up, stuff will settle and things will drop how they should. So yeah, I'm off work for 2 weeks. It's going to be strange because I do love my day job. But I'll be at home. My home's clean, thankfully, and I got food in here. I got my guitar. This is the lightest one out of the group, so that's why I'm using it. The Solar, it's not it's heavy, but it's just gonna be right at that threshold if I shouldn't be lifting it because that is a heavy guitar. It clocks in about 10 pounds, so it's just right where they want me to be lifting stuff. This is about maybe 7 to 8, so I can deal with this one. Just gonna catch up on my Bradley Hall music school stuff, all the lessons that he gives and whatnot. I don't know why this is doing that right now, but there we go. That's better seeing more of my chest than my actual face and my head. Oh well, whatever. Gonna roll now because I've been doing 5 minutes. So, like for instance, I got the latest solo challenge queued up. It's a blues riff, so I'm gonna be practicing that. Practicing a lot of Blue Jay stuff. We don't have any shows until June. We got offered a gig in a couple weeks, but sadly our singer and one of our other singers can't do it, so we have to pass on it. Sadly, we don't like pass on gigs, but it's out of our control. We do have a new bass player. Derek left, I think, beginning of March for Colorado. We got Wes's friend Ted. He is insanely knowledgeable when it comes to music theory and he knows how to play, which is awesome. You want the rhythm section to be really good and just knowledgeable and tight and locked in, and those two are, because they've been friends and playing together since they were in high school, and then they're mid-20s now. So to have a rhythm section that well worked already is phenomenal. So we're glad he's in. We did have some other people that were gonna try out an audition, but we went with Ted. However, though, he does travel a little bit, so we're gonna have the people who auditioned kind of on the back burner, fill in people in case Teddy's out of town. They can jump on and play a show. So, but yeah, Teddy is the new bass player for Blue Jay and the Pigeons, that is for sure. What else is going on? I think that's kind of it. I'm using the Black Les Paul right now. I got the EMGs in here, the 57, not 57, the 60s. Damn it, what is in here? Super 77s. I noticed that the 5766 are really hot. Even though they are actives, they're still really hot. They got kind of noisy. I may have shorted them out because when Blue Jay was doing our demo, I noticed that when, let's say, I was in the neck position and had the volume rolled off. Hold on a second. If I had the volume rolled up, right, but I turned off the bridge pickup, I would strum, I would still hear signal, and vice versa. So, in fact, I think the battery died halfway through a take. Not a fresh battery, but the battery I put in maybe a couple days before was already dead because I think it was pulling from both pickups, and I think that might have shorted something. It made the record sound great. Really hot pickups for that, but it was bothering me. So I always thought, why is this always so noisy? Even with the Seymour Duncan's ad in here, there was always a buzz in this guitar, and I guess it really just doesn't like high output pickups. These could be high output for all I know, but they're not making that much noise. So these are staying in, and because they look awesome too. The zebra with the white binding and the white accessories. I know there's a hole here. I do have an idea for that. And I got the switch here with the cap here. So yeah, this guitar is just rocking right now. However, these were out of the vintage Les Paul, so that guitar is out of commission again. But I just ordered a bridge pickup for that today. And all the wires are still in there, so I just literally just have to put it in. I might put in the 66 neck and the other guitar, but if it's too noisy, I'm going to yank it out. So that's it for gear. I got my Katana head here for rehearsal. The orange amp is at the rehearsal space. I got my PV behind me. That's kind of it, guys. I'm just rambling now. That's it for the update. Nothing fancy. Just going to stay home for the next 2 weeks and just play guitar, play Nintendo, hang out with my dog, hang with my husband. That's it. Thanks for watching, guys. The next video is probably going to be the monthly solo challenge video, and then thinking about doing a cover of a song. I have no idea, but that's what's up. So anyways, guys, hit subscribe, hit that bell, thumbs up or thumbs down, leave a comment. We'll see you in the next video.